Hey, how you doing, everybody? Teddy's Gun Shop here. Move my stool out of the way. This is what we're working on tonight here. It's the Ruger SR9E. E is for economy. The economy version has a few less expensive things on it than the SR9. What we're going to talk about tonight is, I promised to do a video on this. I just got this gun from Cabela's last week. Everybody loves this gun. The reviews are great on it. The price is amazing. I haven't shot it yet. I'm getting it ready before I shoot. I want to get everything fine-tuned. On the SR9E, which we have here, the SR9, the SR40, the compact and the full size, they all have a magazine disconnect, okay? So in other words, when you pull the magazine out and you want to put a round in that chamber, yeah, the trigger sounds like it goes, but guess what? It's not going to fire because it has a block in there. It has like a little U-shaped thing that goes around the striker assembly. And I'm going to show you how in less than 5 minutes we're going to take it all apart and put it back together. So everybody that's aggravated that has one of these can take it apart. The average person can do this. Do not get nervous. It's very simple. The gun works 100% properly when you're finished. There's no issues. So what I'm going to do is, magazine's out, open the slide on the gun like that, okay? Inside here, I don't know, I call it the striker arm, but that has to get pushed down, okay? You take a punch like that lightly, you just knock that pin out, right out, okay? Put that off to the side, release, your slide comes right off. Okay, here's the bottom half of your gun. Put that to the side, like that. There's your slide. Guide rod off. Barrel out of the gun. Very simple. Here's what you have. Okay, now what we're going to do is, we'll take a small punch. Here's your blocker spring right here. See that? And here is your, there's like a piece sticking up here. And what that is the disconnect. You push the disconnect down like this. I'll show you how you do it. Push the trigger, your spring striker blocker and that down at the same time. Okay, so once that and that is pushed down, you can see sticks out about 1/8 inch your firing pin, which hits the back of your shell casing and makes the bullet go off. Okay, when you hit both of those and that pops out, you know that the striker assembly is in the most forward position. You're going to get a small screwdriver. You're going to come in from the back and you're going to lightly push down like that, and all that does is it pushes the plastic rod in and it makes this release. Okay, what you want to do is you get a little bit bigger of a screwdriver and you're going to pull that plastic thing in like that, and that comes right off. Your backing plate comes right off. Okay, and it does have a piece of metal inside of it, if you could see that. Put that off to the side. Okay, now what you have here, you have a spring-loaded device, which I'm just going to get a punch and lightly hold it. Lightly hold it. You can do it with your finger, but I like to go like that. Then it won't go flying out. Here's your complete striker assembly. This is the plastic piece we were pushing on right there. You don't want to mar it up with a big punch or a screwdriver. You just lightly hit that in. Okay? Now we're going to put that striker assembly off to the side. All you have to do, there's your disconnect right there. It's like a U-shaped thing with a spring. Put that off to the side. You can put it in a Ziploc bag, an envelope, whatever. Okay? I like to have that plastic thing with the flat side straight up. You're going to take your striker assembly. That goes in the notch. Okay? You're going to go like that. The backing plate, rounded side up. you're going to want to start it just like that. Not pushing in and go cuckoo. Just get it started. And then you take your punch lightly on the outside of that plastic piece. Lightly. And then boom. Push it in a little bit and that locks in place. Okay? What I like to do is after it's back together, I like to make sure that there's nothing dragging on it. So I will hit this spring. You can see it coming back through. Just like that. I'd like to make sure there's nothing on it. You know, sometimes you get a little piece of plastic that mars off the end of it or whatever. But she's good. She's all back together. What we're going to do now is we're going to take that punch again and hit the striker block. Boom. Your striker is out. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the barrel, put it back, guide rod back in place. Here's your gun. Slide lock in slide lock position. You're going to take your pin, because that's the only way it'll go back in. You're going to put this in nice and easy. The finger on it goes up inside. You're going to release it. It's done. Now what you want to do, there's no magazine in this gun. So what you're going to want to do to test it, you got to take this arm, pull that arm back up in there. You can see the striker is out right now, okay? What that basically means is, all right, right there I just cocked the gun, because if I go forward again, like that, and lock it, you do not see the striker. That means when I go like that, the striker is set to fire the shell out of the gun, okay? Once again, I'm going to open it. You do not see the striker sticking out. I know it's hard to see, but you don't see the striker. You don't see the striker sticking out right there. Okay? And what I'm going to do is let it go. Right now, if there was a chamber, if there was a round in that chamber, and I pulled that, bang. That means the firing pin from the striker assembly will go forward and hit the back of that shell. So if we open this right now, put the light in there, you should see that pin sticking out. See the little pin on the top? Sticks out about 1/8 inch. Sure enough. Like I said, this is a very, very, very easy fix for people. A lot of people do not like having a magazine disconnect. I, for one, don't like it. I don't want to rely on the magazine falling out and I got one round that I can't shoot. This is the Ruger SR9E. I just showed you a nice little video how to take that little tiny, I think that's plastic too. Yeah, I think it is. That is plastic. It ain't metal, that's for sure. That's crazy. There it is. That's what keeps you from firing around with the magazine out of your gun. That's out. I'll put it away for safekeeping. Put it in the original box. This is Teddy's Gun Shop with a nice informational video. This is your Ruger SR9E. It's a great gun. Great value. Ruger did a great job on it. I'm proud to own it. It's made in America. I'm going to sign off for